Hello, Michael Hughes, Michael Hughes Training. In earlier videos we looked at some of the pros and cons of e-learning, some of the advantages and disadvantages of this teaching method. Today I want to look at three of what I consider to be major flaws of e-learning. The first is fraud. It is very easy to defraud e-learning packages. All I have to do is log on with my special code word and get my best friend to do the test. And hey presto, I passed the course. Because the program can't tell who is the one actually doing the test. It assumes that because I logged in, it was me. I was with a client, and whilst we were chatting, an email came through telling him that one of his staff had just that minute passed an e-learning course. And he was puzzled, because that member of staff was actually working in front of him on the unit. Turns out that member of staff had her sister in India do the course for her. There is a risk of fraud, and when a member of staff says they did the training, unless you saw them do it, you don't know if they did it. They could have got their friend, their colleague, their son, their daughter, or in this case their sister, to do it for them. A second issue is that of care culture. E-learning can transmit certain information to people, certain facts, but it's not so good at transmitting culture. Culture is something we learn by being around other people. And e-learning does not do anything to foster a culture of care. Yes, it can present you with certain facts, but it may not necessarily make you into a better person, or change your attitude to certain things, or help you to react in a certain way, or engage on a human level. And then the third issue is teamwork. It does strike me as quite bizarre and peculiar that an industry that depends so heavily on teamwork to function will delegate its training to e-learning, which is essentially a solitary activity. An industry that relies on people who are people expects those people to do all their education on their own. Sitting on their own in an office, sitting on their own at home, going through tick box exercises. They're not conversing, they're not discussing, they're not cooperating with anybody. They're doing it on their own. So e-learning does nothing to foster any sense of teamwork. It doesn't foster a sense of teamwork, and it doesn't foster teamwork in practice either. Why should it? It sees the learner as a solitary actor, a solitary individual, not as part of a team. So these are three issues that I would have with e-learning. There's huge potential for fraud. It does nothing to promote a culture of care, and it does nothing to promote teamwork. Food for thought. My name is Michael Hughes. Send me an email. My address is info@michaelhughestraining.com. In the meantime, please subscribe and check out my other videos and keep up the good work.